Greetings to the Lunar Matrix. This is Elizabeth Sharmar with an intuitive reading for the week of the first quarter moon on Monday, February 18th. Today's reading covers the period of time from yesterday's first quarter moon through next week's full moon, which happens on Monday, February 25th at 12:28 p.m. Pacific time. The first quarter moon, the week of the first quarter moon is always an important time to come into alignment with the potentials, with the new potentials and new manifesting opportunities that were released with last week's new moon. One of the interesting things to be aware of in the week of the first quarter moon is that often fear or resistance or stress will be activated specifically in relationship to the patterns of expansion that are available, the opportunities that you're moving into. And this is so that you can release old patterns. So what often happens is you will experience expansion with the new moon, and then fear or resistance will come up. So this week it's really important to pay attention to those patterns as they emerge in your life. The astrology chart for the week shows a special potential to deal with the changes through connecting in your relationships, in your close personal relationships, to come to some stability and trust and a feeling of cooperation with those with whom you connect closely. And the overall energy of the month is of huge, deep change. That what we can perceive of these huge, deep changes is really just the tip of the iceberg. And you may remember that last week's new moon began the year of the snake. And so the year of the snake is all about inner transformation and integrating in ourselves to allow for a deep spiritual awakening. So that's where we are right now, is the initiation of big, deep changes that are too large to grasp and aren't formed yet. So we just need to be able to stay in alignment with them. The tarot spread I drew this week was to ask for more guidance, about practical guidance for the coming week. And the first card in the center in the position of awareness is the Two of Wands, called Dominion. And the Two of Wands represents self-confidence and energetic alignment that allows us to hold our own, to hold our field, and feel confident about our ability to fully participate. The card came up reversed today, which signals a question about what to do this week if we don't feel confident or if we don't feel stable. So the rest of the reading is going to talk about, give us clues and guidance for staying in alignment and stability this week in the face of change. The card all the way to the left in the position of body is the Five of Cups, disappointment. And the first interesting thing I noticed when I drew this spread a few minutes ago was that the Five of Cups also appeared in last week's new moon reading. It's moved from the fourth card, something new to consider, into the position of body, meaning that this week, Five of Cups is emotional disappointment. And the fives often are activated through processes of change. And so we're leaving the stability of what is known from the four and moving into change, which is the five. And often it can raise fear. So this is emotional fear or disappointment or a sense of loss or potentially even quarrels or discord in our relationships. And we'll be feeling it on a deep body level. We'll be really aware of it. And so this week, there are going to be opportunities for you to move through old patterns of disappointment and also be present to what gets activated. The card in the position of spirit, the Three of Discs, called Works or the Works, refers to giving your circumstances your full attention and throwing yourself wholeheartedly into things. Now, interestingly, this card also came up reversed today. And in the position of spirit, that's saying that we may be releasing old ideas of how to participate in action. that Spirit is guiding us now to new understandings of how to throw ourselves wholeheartedly, and that may even lead to confusion. We may not know how to participate fully. Things are elusive this year in the snake year, and so we may not be able to grasp onto circumstances for stability the way we used to. So Spirit is going to support us this week in these new ways we are needing to orient ourselves into showing up and being fully present. So the reading in general is saying that there's a sense of instability right now. It's acknowledging the instability. And so I was most curious to draw a fourth card to ask, well, what else, what other tools or guidance is there for us this week, in this week of instability and potentially emotional activation? And the card was, the central card is the Nine of Wands, Strength, which was the central card in last week's new moon reading. So again, there's a very strong forward movement and energetic support for the cycle of change we're in. And the Nine of Wands is called Strength, and it refers to our ability to hold inner strength and trust and confidence. It's our ability to access those experiences of confidence and trust and strength within. It's a card of perseverance and persistence, and using our willpower to hold our own, regardless of outside circumstances, which may feel out of balance or amorphous, or even chaotic. So this is a huge reminder for us this week to access our personal practices, to come into alignment. Use your practices for grounding, use breath work, use your relationships also for support and stability. Trust your inner perceptions. Our security this year, in the year of the snake, is not going to come from outside circumstances. Our sense of security and strength is going to come from the inner realms, our inner confidence and our inner tools and our inner strength. So this, the message this week is incredibly practical and full of really powerful guidance for me, and I hope the same is true for you. I wish you blessings this week, in the week of the first quarter moon, and I look forward to connecting again in a few days with a full moon reading, which will help to illuminate our next actions moving forward in this new year of the water snake. So until then, this is Elizabeth Shermer. Blessings to all.